bet you guys have never heard of this hair tool before. This is called a wire mesh roller, and we're going to be using it for a roller set today. If you're interested on seeing how, then definitely stay tuned. Hey y'all, my name is Aaliyah and I enjoy showing you guys how to do different rod and roller sets. This video is no different. Like I said in the intro, I have here my wire mesh rollers and I'm going to show you guys step by step on how to install and take these out so you have a beautiful hairstyle. Definitely stick around and let's just jump right into it. Alright y'all, so step one, we need to part our hair so we can prepare for the rollers. I'm going to be parting my hair straight down the middle, as you guys will see in 1 second. And the reason I like to do this is because when I take the rollers out, they have a very nice swoop to them, and you guys will see that at the end of the video. Now when you are parting, it is important to measure your parts out because we don't want the parts longer than the roller. If anything is spilling over the roller, then it's going to become frizzy. It's not going to be tight. That's why we're going to make our parts a little bit smaller than the roller. And to do so, all you need to do is place it right in the middle of your forehead and go ahead and use the ends of the roller to part back. And then I'm going to place it back in the middle of my head so I can have a guide on where to go back. And that looks about right. It's perfect. As you guys can see, the part is good. And now for the rest of the part going back to the neck, all we're gonna do is kind of go back in a straight line. All right, so here is my first part. All I'm gonna do is take the hair that I'm not using currently, and we're gonna wrap that up and out the way. And we're gonna do the exact same thing to the other side. Okay, so here's the second part. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You just want a guide going back using the measurements of the roller. Okay, so here's my part going all the way back. This is what we're going to start with. So we're going to put the rollers here and go back first, and then we'll tackle the sides next. So this is your first section of hair. Measuring a line from the roller to the part, it should be straight across. And also if I put this on top of my hair, you can see there's nothing really spilling over the ends. This is how you get a good roller set. A lot of people struggle with their hair spilling over, and it's because you're not measuring. Okay, so now that we have our first section measured out, let's go ahead and install this roller. Okay, so before we start with the roller, I want to go ahead and brush out my hair just to make sure all the kinks are out. I'm going to use my Ergo brush. I believe this is called from Annie. As you guys can see, this is not a traditional brush. I feel like I have more control over the brush. So starting with my ends, now I do know that my hair is fully detangled, but just to triple check, we're gonna go ahead and slide that brush a few times over my hair because we don't want any kinks, any knots, and we really want the hair straight. Now the number one question I always get asked when I'm doing my rod and roller sets is, Aaliyah, can I start on wet hair, or would you recommend me starting on dry hair? Now honestly, it doesn't matter if you start on wet or dry hair, your results are going to be the same. I personally recommend starting on dry hair because it's going to take less time to dry your hair once the rods are installed. If you start on wet hair, again, it's totally fine. Just make sure that you have enough time to allow your hair to fully dry. But either way, you'll get the same results. So it's entirely up to you and how much time you have to dry your hair. Okay, y'all, so now we are at the product that we'll be using, and it is the Main Choice. How freaking pretty is this? I have not used this product yet. So this is the Main Choice Ancient Egyptian Antidote. It's the ultimate definition setting mousse. So the reason that I chose the mousse from the Main Choice is because it says there's no crunchiness, there's not really a hard hold, and there's no flaking. And that's exactly what I want. I don't want my hair to be hard or crunchy. I really want the curls to be nice, soft, and flowy. Always remember that less is more, because most products are buildable, meaning that you can apply your first layer, and then if you need, ooh, that smells good. Girl, stop me in my sentence, hold up. Ooh, that smells really good. I like products like this because they're buildable, meaning you just start with your first layer, work it in, and then if you need more, apply more. But 9 times out of 10, I feel like that was enough. It was about 2.5 pumps, and I'm really pressing that into my hair. Now, once the mousse is in your hair, go ahead and brush down. Girl, look at that. Somebody say, baby girl, let me see you do your dance. Let me see you twirl. Y'all, that's like my song right now. All right, so let's go ahead and put the roller in. You want to make sure all your hair is just straight. So now that my hair is straight out, I'm going to take the wire mesh roller and place it on top of my hair. And then I'm going to focus on my ends, making sure that they are just nice and smooth on that roller. I'm going to go ahead and wrap over my ends so they're nice and secure, and then I'm going to start to travel up my hair nice and slow. Now, do you guys see how you can still see the wire mesh roller on the sides? That is what you want. Do you see how there is nothing spilling over? That is how you know your rod set is gonna be fire. Now, you can use a clip, you can use clamps, anything that you want. There's like pins that you can put in it. I am most comfortable with using a bobby pin. You just open it up and you clip the wire mesh roller to the bobby pin, and I'm gonna do that on both sides. It's kind of stuck in there. I'm gonna grab one more, make sure it's fully in there. Y'all, do you see how it's not moving at all? I can dance, I can shake. It's not moving. As long as you make sure you're gripping the hair and the roller, you're good, honey. Secure. Say we ain't going nowhere, okay? Now that's how you properly install your mesh rollers. Let's continue to go back. Take your wire mesh roller and line it up where you want your next part to be. It's not going to be perfect, but we're going to fix it. See how everything goes straight across? That's what you want, friend. Now see how my hair is still poofy? That means I need more product. So I'm gonna go in with another 2 pumps. That's why we love a buildable mousse. Just be careful not to also overdo it with the mousse also, because you definitely can sometimes use too much. I already have my next section combed out and ready to go. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop about 2.5 squirts on my hand. We're gonna work that into the section. And I like to use the prayer hands to kind of press it in. And I'm gonna go in with about 1 to 1.5 more pumps. I wanna make sure all that frizz is non-existent. You're gonna take your ergo brush and go ahead and brush the product through your hair thoroughly. Right, you guys see that? We're gonna take our next wire mesh roller, placing it on top. It is so important that it's on top, not underneath. You want it on top because when you take them out, they're gonna be going away from your face, okay? Not towards, away. Securing those ends first, just making sure they're nice and smooth and secure on the roller. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start to travel up the roller, making sure everything stays nice and even in the middle because we measured. Okay, y'all, this roller set is going to be so cute. I personally prefer bobby pins. They're just the easiest for me, but you can use pins, clips, whatever your heart desires. I like bobby pins and they're about 2 inches long. And I just secure the roller to my scalp. Therefore, nothing is moving. It cannot go anywhere, as you guys can see. All right, so this is how we are looking, friend. Straight back, just like I told you guys. Once you start to get to the back of your head, you're not going to be able to see, so you're definitely just gonna have to feel. But let's go ahead and move on to the sides, y'all. So we're gonna tackle this side first. Pretty much the same procedure. I am gonna go ahead and separate my hair into a front and a back section just because I have a lot of hair and it's a lot easier when I'm working in sections. So we're gonna go ahead and just take the front and wrap it up, and then we'll just stay focused on the back for now. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my pointer finger and just grab a small section right in the back. Now, it's only important to measure in the front. Once I get to the sides, I really don't measure. I'm just using my hands to gauge how much should be in the roller, and it really shouldn't be that much. The easiest thing that you can do is be organized when you're doing your hair. So definitely wrap in sections, wrapping the ends around first, and then I'm going to wrap over the ends and travel on up the hair. And you can see, that's how our first one looks. All right, y'all, so we are making it through. As you guys can see, we're almost done with this back section. I think I'm gonna break this down into 2, and then we can move on to the front. All my sections are very even. You can see there's not a lot of hair. All right, so you can either pump it in your hand, or if you wanna have a little bit of fun, I can pump it directly onto my hair. Love how that looks, y'all. Looks crazy. And I'm just gonna go ahead and massage that product in. Now, as you continue to put the rollers in your hair, you are gonna have less and less space to work with. So just keep in mind that you're not snagging on anything that's already rolled. Making sure the hair is straight out and even. That is so important. I'm gonna place the roller on top of my hair. We're gonna focus on those ends first, just kind of massaging those into the roller, and then wrapping around those ends, and then working our way up. And then once I'm all the way at the top, I'm gonna go ahead and secure it. I put 1 on each side. Guys, so we are just about done. I have one more side to do. I'm actually gonna knock this out off camera so I don't bore you guys to death, because it definitely is rinse and repeat. If you guys do like my technique, if you guys do like this video, please subscribe and also check out some of my other videos as well, because you might see other hair tools that you've never seen before. All right, I'm gonna knock out this side and I will be right back. Hey y'all. All right, so I am back. Here is how we are looking, y'all. I'm so excited for these to dry. I am going to allow these to dry overnight just to make sure everything is good to go. Right now, y'all see I got the new iPhone. Right now it's 6 o'clock at night. So I probably will sit under a hooded dryer maybe for like 45 minutes on low heat, high speed, and then tomorrow morning we'll be taking these out because I have an event to go to. Tomorrow I'm actually going to be doing my first ever panel board session with Duran Beauty at their beauty and brunch tour. I am so excited. They have made multiple stops around the US. Their last stop is just in Philadelphia, and that's where I'm from, and they invited me to come and speak on stage, and I don't think that they know this is my first time speaking on stage, but I'm so excited. I don't have any nervous bone in my body at all. I'm excited. I want to get out there. I want to talk. I want to motivate. I want to encourage. I want to inspire. And yeah, we need a cute hairstyle to do so. So you guys will definitely be seeing some content of the event that I'm going to tomorrow. But for right now, I am going to go ahead and let these marinate overnight. And I'll see you guys back here tomorrow when they're dry and ready to be taken down. But of course, do not forget to subscribe to my page if you guys are learning anything about rods and rollers. Hey y'all, and welcome back. So it's the next day. I did sleep in this hairstyle very uncomfortably, but we made it through, friend. And this morning I sat under the hooded dryer for about 25 minutes just to make sure everything was dry. But without further ado, let's go ahead and take these rollers down, because friend, in about 45 minutes we got to go to a speaking event. And this is my first speaking event. I know I said this yesterday, but today is the day, and I'm really excited. I thought I was gonna be a little bit more nervous, but like, I'm just excited. So let's go ahead and take these rollers down. I'm gonna show you the exact way to do so. Okay, so I'm gonna be putting the rollers right back in this basket. You can see I only have 4 left, and we're gonna put them right back in here so we can stay organized. I also am going to be using an oil. Today I'm using the Watch and See. If you guys have not tried this brand yet, it's the same creator from The Main Choice, but this is called Watch and See. This is her newest line. You can see I already started to dig into this oil, y'all. Absolutely love it. Smells so good. I'm just putting a few drops on my hand. This way, if there's any flyaways, any tugging, if we need to smooth anything down, the oil will take care of all of that. Smells so good, y'all. It smells really good. I'm just gonna start right here in the front where I can see. All you have to do is take the bobby pins out first. If it's not loosely coming out, there's probably still a bobby pin stuck in there somewhere. And then once you take your bobby pin out, just start to gently unravel the curl in the opposite direction. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Yo, it looks so good. All right, so again, putting all of our rollers right back in the basket because we are organized over here, y'all. Y'all, it looks so pretty. It's so bouncy. So bouncy, y'all. I'm not gonna touch the curls right now. We're actually gonna take them all out first, and then we'll go back and I'll show you guys how I fluff and turn this into an actual hairstyle. So I'm just taking those rollers out nice and gently, y'all. Okay, do you see what the main choice can do when you put it into action, friend? You want to gently feel for those bobby pins, and then we're gonna go ahead and unravel just like that. Okay, period. Just like that, y'all. Okay, that is how you do a roller set. And it's soft. There's like a light crunch to it. This is exactly what I wanted. I cannot wait to, yeah. Can somebody say bounce it, bounce it, bounce it? Okay. You probably bounce that ass, but I bounce these curls, period. Just kidding, I'm so corny. Remember, we're working front to back for this, just so we're able to see the curls in the front first. Ooh, and this is exactly why I love a roller set. I'm not a wash and go girly. I like twist outs and braid outs, but like roller sets are just my thing, y'all. And it's something that I practice, and it's something that I also preach. Okay, so all the curls are taken out on this side only. We still need to tackle the middle and the other side. What I'm gonna do, since you guys got to see a small sneak peek, I'm just gonna go ahead and take out the rest of the rollers, and then I will be right back to show you guys how we actually turn these roller set into an actual hairstyle. All right, y'all, so I'm back. Here is the other side all taken out, and I'm gonna take the top rollers off on camera so you guys can actually see what I was talking about, why you should start in the middle of your head, because once you take the rollers out, it's gonna be like a beautiful little swoop, friend. You want the swoop, okay? All right, so let's start in the back. Whew, okay, y'all. All of the curls are taken down. I'm gonna do a quick pat. One, to make sure everything is dry, and two, to make sure all of the bobby pins are out of my head. Now let's go ahead and fluff out these curls, which is my favorite part, making the hairstyle actually come to life. We're gonna be fluffing out these curls with a Black-owned business. This is called Cosmology, and this is their comb. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out the packaging. I'm breaking it all types of ways, but here go the comb, y'all. And this is the comb that we'll be using today to comb out these curls. So let's get started, and I'm gonna show you guys how. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna get a clip. This is the Curl Keeper claw clamp. And we're gonna start on this side first. I'm gonna start right in the back just with a few. Being very delicate, I have about 3 or 4 here. We're gonna clip everything else up and out the way. And I'm gonna take my comb and gently start to comb through the curls, starting at the bottom, and then working my way up, just like that. Ooh, child, y'all see that? So again, just starting at the bottom, a few times, y'all, that's it. Make the curls come to life. And that is what I call black girl magic, okay? It doesn't take long at all because you're working in larger sections. Again, you're just taking the curls and combing through with your Cosmology comb. That is it. And this one kind of wrapped around itself, so I'm gonna give it some more life. And what's also cool is you can really deconstruct the curl and make it go the way you want it to go, but also just allow it to flow. Allow the curl to just flow on its own. Awesome. Do you guys see the difference of curls in versus combed out curls? And I'm just fluffing where I need to. And I'm trying not to allow all the curls to wrap around themselves because they're so uniform that they want to create one big curl. And I'm like, keep fluffing until you get it the way you want it to look, okay? Okay, y'all, so most of it is combed out. I just have like a few left at the top, but y'all, this is the power of the Cosmology comb. I'm telling you, if you don't have one of these, you should get one. Like, the proof is in the pudding. This is really what you call black girl magic, like seriously. So I'm just gonna take out the top pieces right here. Let's go ahead and start in the back We're gonna just comb through, just how we've been doing, just delicately. You wanna move very delicately with these curls. I'm gonna take this one, comb through. And then we're gonna take this one in the front, I'm gonna comb it down, just like that, and then I'm gonna flip it back. Okay, you see the swoop? Y'all see the swoop, right? It's giving news reporter, okay? It's giving reporting live. So now you can go ahead and just take your comb and gently fix and mold the curls the way you want them to look. Be careful. Get as much volume as you need to. Wow, okay, oh Jesus, this looks so cute, y'all. Now I got to actually go, so I can't stay too much longer, but that is how you do a roller set from start to finish. But y'all, I'm just so happy to say this is my natural hair. I don't need to use heat in order to do this hairstyle. Yes, I did start on blown out hair, but I used the Rev Air, and the Rev Air has a no heat option. Yes, I did sit under a hooded dryer, but again, I sat under the hooded dryer on low heat, high speed, and it wasn't direct heat. There's a difference between indirect heat and direct heat, and indirect heat is okay. That's like a hooded dryer that you're using on your hair. It's not directly on the actual strands. It's using hot air to dry your hair, but it's not using heat actually pressing on the hair, causing heat damage. Indirect heat will never cause heat damage. Direct heat will. I try to show you guys styles that are heat free, and when I say heat free, I mean indirect heat. So I know a few people get confused, like, wait, you started on blown out hair? It's like, sis, I use the Rev Air, thank you very much, and I use indirect heat also. So this is how I do my curls from start to finish, y'all. If you did like this tutorial, please go ahead and like and subscribe. I show you guys different rod and roller sets all the time on my channel. Again, my name is Aaliyah, and I am the rod and roller set queen, okay? Period. Move over, Beyonce. Coming through, honey. All right, y'all, without further ado, I am gonna let you guys go. But if you did like this video, definitely click on this video next, because this is what YouTube wants you to watch, friend. All right, y'all, my name is Aaliyah. This is As Always Aaliyah, where we always keep it real. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Deuces.